Have you ever stood in a brightly lit store and felt totally confused by all the LED light options? This is a common problem we all face. You see boxes promising thousands of hours and brilliant light, but how can you be sure? Packaging often only highlights the wattage, or just the brand name, which doesn't make the product's true quality and longevity clear. The result? Lights that dim very quickly, or don't deliver the promised brightness, and your hard-earned money goes to waste. The solution is to understand standardized tests and reports that the lighting industry uses. Don't worry, you don't need to become an engineer. These reports are like the LED's report card. LM79, LM80. They make performance and durability clear. Let's start with LM79, an initial performance test done in a controlled lab. Think of it like a photograph. It measures the whole luminaire at one specific moment, not just the bulb. It sets the baseline for a brand new product, so claims can be compared. LM79 tells you the total luminous flux. That means lumens, the electrical power consumption, watts, which lets you calculate efficacy, and color characteristics, CCT and CRI, which define color fidelity in your space. If a box says 800 lumens, the official document that proves it is LM79. Remember, this shows immediate performance, not lifespan. Summary: LM79 is your initial performance guarantee. How bright, how much energy it uses, and the color quality from day one. LM79 gives a snapshot. LM80 is the marathon. It focuses on the LED source, the chip, package, and module, not the fixture. Its goal is to measure lumen depreciation, the gradual drop in light output over time. Think of it as a scorecard for graceful aging. LM80 usually runs for at least 6,000 hours, and often up to 10,000 plus hours, at elevated temperatures, 55 degrees, 75 degrees, and a third set point. Output is measured at regular intervals. The report shows what percentage of the initial lumens remain over time. This does not show complete failure. It shows the dimming trend, critical data to understand useful life. For big projects, LM80 is an indicator of the manufacturer's quality commitment and long-term stability, so your space stays well lit for years. L70 is not a test. It's a metric, a milestone. It means the time when the LED's light output stays at 70% of the initial value. In other words, when there is a 30% loss in brightness, expressed in hours. 70% is chosen because the human eye notices gradual changes less. Around 30% dimming people start to see it clearly. Below this threshold, task lighting often is not enough. When you see L70 50,000 Hrs in the spec, it means you can expect at least 70% brightness even after 50,000 hours. This is far more meaningful and transparent than vague claims like 50,000 hours life. In short, L70 is the industry's answer. How long the light stays useful, based on a performance threshold, not on failure. We have 6,000, 10,000 hours of LM80 data, and claims of 50,000, 100,000 hours. How do we bridge the gap? TM21 comes in here. It is not a test, it's a projection method. It extrapolates LM80 data trends into the future using a standardized statistical method, so L70 lifetime can be reasonably projected beyond the test duration. Rule of thumb: projections are reliable up to about 6 times the test length. 6,000 H data, about 36,000 Hz is reasonable. Be skeptical beyond that. The longer the LM80 test, the more robust the data, and the more trustworthy the TM21 projection. When you see an L70 claim, ask, is it based on TM21? How long was the LM80 test? This tells you how much to trust 50K or 100K hour claims. The process is simple. Ask the right questions and check the spec sheet. Step 1. Verify initial performance with LM79. Lumens, watts, CRI, CCT. Step 2. Ask for LM80 data and the projected L70 lifetime. Step 3. Understand that L70 is often based on TM21 projection. If you see an unusually long L70, ask, how many hours was the LM80 test? Be cautious if it exceeds the 6x rule. Often a 60K L70 is backed by 10K of test data. A 100K claim backed by only 6K is less reliable. Imagine two 10W bulbs, both 800 lumens. Bulb A, L70, 25,000 each. Bulb B, L70, 50,000 each. Bulb B may cost a bit more, but it gives about twice the useful light. So decide on long-term value, not just upfront cost. You will save money and trouble. Knowledge is power. Not all lights are the same. Keys: LM79, LM80, L70, TM21. These are your transparency tools. Step 1. Use LM79 to verify if it's bright and efficient. Step 2. Check L70. How long will it stay above 70%? Step 3. Remember, L70 is often a TM21 projection, whose reliability depends on the LM80 test length. In store or online, check the spec sheet: lumens, watts, CRI, L70 hours. Choose the best balance of performance, longevity, and cost for your needs. Ask for data, check the reports, and make a science-backed choice, so your investment stays bright for many years, not just today. Next episode: thermal management. LEDs get damaged by heat. Quickly, we'll talk about heat sinks, thermal path,